It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your Poetic Psychic Pisces HighPriestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond. I thank you all so very much for joining me on today. This is going to be another one of my story times, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy today's stories, which is original work that has been written and created by myself, guys. Please also be sure to like, share, subscribe, and of course comment, because that is your free way of showing your support to help grow the channel. Today's story time is entitled Mama's Baby, Daddy's Maybe. Okay guys, so without any further ado, we are going to get started, guys. Mama's Baby, Daddy's Maybe. Family, the supposed backbone of mankind's worldwide. Love, loyalty, guidance, and support. Who wouldn't want such a connection with all of your closest relatives? While that sounds all fine and good, and furthermore may very well be true for some, frankly, nothing could be furthest from the truth for most others. Actually, the ridiculous reality of life and the cruel, unusual experience with the whole family dynamic. Well, let's just say it ain't no Hallmark movie. Even the thought of such a thing must be some kind of awful inside joke. In fact, those of us who are orphaned and without a family of our own, we learn the hard way by pure trial and error that blood ain't thicker than water. And as a matter of fact, come to think about it, who needs enemies when your very own alleged flesh and blood family are the worst, most selfish, evil individuals you've ever encountered? I used to wish I was a bird so I could fly far, far away. All my life, I've been running away in my mind, trying to escape the pain of reality I endured every day. I never quite understood why I was never good enough. Seemed like I was always overlooked while everyone else seemed so welcomed and cherished. Genuine love and compassion amongst them, while I was left feeling like an imposter posing on some random family that never wanted me in the first place. Yet, in the midst of my childhood storm, I masterfully learned how to numb myself from the sorrow, misery, and pain I felt inside. I even concealed my grief, all while consuming the effects of being the black sheep. But deep down inside, I knew something was terribly wrong. I couldn't ever really explain it to anyone, but I never could shake the feeling that something horrible was being hidden from me, that somehow I already knew, yet it was buried deep in my subconscious. Nevertheless, I knew then I was on my own and all alone. I had to protect myself, teach myself, and figure out how to cope on my own without not even a friend to lean on, confidant to call on, or loved one to cry on the shoulder of. Furthermore, it's a hard knock life, but luckily I've lived to tell the tale. Somehow I made it through, but yet and still I'm by myself. I'm no longer chasing love from family, but at least now I have crystal clear clarity about how they betrayed, neglected, and abandoned me. What I know now, I had no clue as a kid. I just figured I was one of the unfortunate ones forsaken and forgotten in life, deprived of so many fulfilling things. So I just learned to deal with the crappy hand I was dealt and took the L. After all, plenty of other people in the world come from broken families and homes, but I had no idea just how foul my heartbreaking situation was. Come to find out, my entire life is a lie. I was adopted and no one ever told me. Now it's no wonder why no one ever loved me. This is tragic. My biological mother was murdered in cold blood. My biological father used and abused my biological mother and never wanted me from the jump. He was having an affair and I was a mistake. So after setting up my biological mother, he abandoned me. Betrayal for the love of money and the powerful position he held. Then I was lost in the wind, a missing child who fell victim to human sex trafficking, until a fatal tragedy that landed me in a hospital facility, fighting for my life while being mind controlled. At some point, a decision was made to place me with a fraudulent family. So a secret illegal adoption took place. Then I was hidden in plain sight. Which brings us back to where we began. The lack of love from the family I grew up around. That was never really mine. The adopted family wasn't a healthy environment either. I mean, I wasn't without anything, but the abuse scarred me internally. My adopted father wasn't really ever in my life. He ended up going to prison while I was young, and by the time he got out, I was grown, on my own, with a child of my own. My adopted mother is a narcissist who has bullied and dominated me all my life. She was my handler and main abuser, and so finally I was able to run away from her as a teenager. The adopted family gaslit me and lied to my face, all while stabbing me in my back. They never were ever loyal to me or gave a damn about loving me. They kept secrets from me, all while I was kept under MK Ultra mind control and satanic ritual abuse. Only a few people showed me love and support, even though they too lied and kept secrets. What hurts the most was how I was treated like the scapegoat, neglected, abandoned, and left out in the cold. I've always been excluded, like I didn't even matter. And when my daughter came along, she too was treated less than. It's unbelievable the level of betrayal and sabotage. Nevertheless, as an adult, I've learned the hard way not to trust anybody. My daughter and I may be on our own, but I'd rather be alone than in the company of a fake, phony, fraudulent family. Everybody involved may very well still be bound to their binding contracts with the corrupt government for money. But as for me, I hate I ever knew them, and I'm sure it won't be hard for them to forget me. After all, they never did love me to begin with. I suppose at the end of the day, I've always been my biological mother's baby. But when it came to my daddy, I was only his maybe. The end. Thank you all so very much for joining me for today's story time. This was a quick, short story that is very much personal to me or what have you, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people in the world who can identify with the thoughts and the feelings and different things in that story, guys. So please, like I said, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.